So you guys have now arrived at Sandhorn, which is still technically under Black Scale control at this point.
Alright, I see all these nice dragon girls. Oh my god, I'm gonna convert them to the Bassum Raw, man.
Go ahead, Velmos.
Are you aiming to convert them or fuck them, you silly goose?
Both.
Obviously, I got to get my dick wet in the name of the Bassum Raw, man.
That is not scripture.
Velmos, there is a Bible inside of your bag of Bibles that appears to be vibrating and glowing.
Okay, I'm gonna take it out.
You take it out, it opens itself up. It then immediately puts into scripture. Getting your dick wet is part of the entire process. So it is now entered into scripture officially.
As long as it's not your sister, shouldn't have to be said. But for some people,
I'm gonna look for some nice dragon girls. Let's get this conversion on the way, man.
Okay, roll me a
I'm
search
gonna
check.
follow suit. I'm gonna follow suit.
Alright, so you guys can roll for that. I'll let you re-roll it, I'll give you the
Yeah, I was
bonus.
gonna say, mind if I get a mulligan?
Can I roll again as well?
You can, but he rolled a nat 20 the second time, so...
Roll the 3.
Valnos, luckily for you, even though you rolled a 3 and didn't find very much, Sham, on the other hand, rolled a nat 20. So you find a harem of hot dragon bitches.
Alright, ladies. Have you heard of the good word of the Bassum Raw?
Oh, you. Wow.
Me?
Yeah, there's a church for you guys downtown, isn't there? Don't you go door to door?
No, that's a different church.
Sure, it says Bassum Raw right on the outside.
We're actually the cool ones. Like we have to go around the world. Do you like beanie weenies or jelly beans?
Yes to both?
Alright, you want some beanie weenies and some jelly beans?
Okay.
Alright, he pulls out both his bags. Tell me when to stop.
I'm gonna roll to see how into this she is. That is a 3. She is not into this at all. So you begin pouring out the jelly beans and beanie weenies, but after a little while, she realizes it's not all she thought it was going to be, and she tells you to stop.
Alright, I'll stop there. But what a fine piece of work you are. Harry, you want to talk about the scripture?
No, not really. I'm gonna go now.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
try and convince her on his behalf. I'm gonna
right.
wingman his ass.
Okay, I'm gonna need a bluff roll from you.
That was 14.
Okay, so that's a +2, so that's a 16. Okay, so you're able to get in front of her and cause her to stop, and she's willing to pay attention to you, just mostly out of just amusement. Actually, no, I'm going to do Kane's thing first before we go back to you guys, because he witnessed the birth. So you and Habibi waited the month for the gestation, and after all of that had taken place, you watch, and you see that the horse, which has grown to roughly double its normal size in a very, very strange and what looks like painful manner, proceeds to give birth. Roll Constitution to make sure you don't vomit.
Let's go!
Oh, let's go!
Okay. All right, 19. All right. So you keep your lunch down. You don't really feel that nauseated. You're more just looking on in almost like a morbid sort of curiosity. Your head turns to the side as some unholy green mass emerges from the back of the horse. And after a second, it stands up and it begins walking around, and it appears to be a lizard with the physique of a horse. So Habibi is kind of shocked at this. You can do what you want.
Mazel tov!
My God, what is this thing? It is lizard, but it is also horse.
It's a horzard.
You know what? We'll just go with it.
I have created a new species.
Examine it.
No, I'm not going to fucking touch it. You touch it.
I'm not going to touch it. The horseman is going to touch the damn thing.
No. You touch it.
I am not touching it. It is covered in goo.
If you do not touch it, I'm going to do things that you are not going to like.
Like what?
You don't want to find out.
Are you intimidating him?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Roll.
Swear to God, if this dice roll fucks me over.
That's 16. I'm gonna roll for him to see if he can do it. He's
Touch the horse in the goo, you motherfucker!
He's gonna get a +3. Well, okay, he's not gonna hit that. All right, he goes over and he touches the goo-covered lizard thing. He's kind of grossed out. The lizard then turns around and licks him in the face, almost like a dog would.
See? Not that bad.
Look, I don't know if this is better than horse. We will have to see. But the fact that it exists proves that maybe you might have a point. I can't guarantee that all of my people are going to go with the religion right off the bat. We have worshipped the horse god for many, many years. But you have convinced me and you have convinced my elders. That is roughly 12 people.
I'm
So
going to
13
tell you
total?
right now that this is just proof that there is no God. Look at that fucking thing. God would allow that. I wouldn't allow that. I eat other people.
So that's going to be another 13 health added on for Uhtred, so that's a total of plus 20 for him. So, Kane, after you observed the birth, you then traveled to Sandhorn to meet up with the others, and you find them, and it looks like they are trying to pick up a moderately attractive dragon lady.
Dragon woman. What are you all doing here?
So you guys have all met up now, so Sham and Velnos... Yeah, Velnos is convincing her. So you rolled a bluff check that was a 16, and I'm going to roll her intelligence to see if she is willing to believe you. That's an 18. She does not believe you.
Wait, pretty woman, please. I know I came off very unboding, but give me one more shot.
He doesn't know how to talk to women.
As you guys are begging in front of the dragon lady, 2 black scale guards walk up to you and tell you to get out of the establishment.
Can I try one more time? No, a bluff.
Okay. So she
He's got a
can't
smile on
outroll
his
that, so that's going to be an automatic success.
Give me one more shot, alright? I apologize. It seemed a little awkward, I understand.
He's a fucking idiot.
Okay, I'll listen to this one. Can you take the other 2 away, though? They're getting annoying.
Fuck you, bitch.
Poop it up, poop, man. I'll give you some stuff later, alright? Just leave.
Alright,
do
I'm
the
gonna
work.
go outside and do some super myth.
Give me the super myth.
You want some super meth? You want you want to do it, or you want just to use it for shit?
I want to do it to use it for shit.
Alright, I'm gonna give him half my super meth.
Okay, you give him half of your super meth, Veldo, so you're going to ingest that right now.
Yes.
I'm also
Roll.
gonna do that.
Roll Constitution.
I'm hoping for a nat 1.
I got a 19.
Oh, I got another one!
Oh, it's still a nat 1.
I got back-to-back nat 1!
Nice.
Sometimes things are just destined to be. Okay, so you're doing good on super meth. It's actually increasing your speed and all that stuff. You know, you're moving a little faster right now. You're definitely pretty wired, and you're kind of just eager to do whatever. So you're gonna just wander off at some point, since your brain is so wired at the moment that you're basically walking around with blinders on. Kane, what was your roll for?
Nat 1 for super meth.
You passed the fuck out. I'm
You're
gonna roll to
toast.
see how many hours you are passed out for. Alright, that's not terrible. So you're only passed out for probably about an hour and a half.
That's a good power nap.
I'm gonna drag him to the local brothel.
Puu Puu Nanu was getting that dick sucku.
Take this gold. You see my friend Puu Puu Amu? He is in terrible shape right now. He needs a very good way to wake up. Also, introduce me to your friend. I am going to jackhammer her pussy until she passes out on bed.
Well, the unconscious one will be 5 gold. You will also be 5 gold.
I'm gonna give her 10 each.
Alright. 2 women come and drag Kane's unconscious body away.
Jesus.
And a 3rd woman comes out who looks to be almost as hot as the madam, but not quite. And she's going to be the one that's going to take you upstairs to her personal room. Now, would you like to go first, or Kane, would you like me to tell you what they do to your unconscious body?
I wanna go
I wanna
first,
know-
you know why? I was gonna roll strength to see how much I destroy this woman.
Yes, and then you will also roll a constitution roll afterwards, but I will do Kane's thing first, and then we'll do yours, because you are going to be consciously doing things. Alright, Kane. So you are dragged by these 2 women into a room, and basically what they've done is they've taken this little aphrodisiac box, and inside of that aphrodisiac box is a little jar containing a living spider. And what they're going to do, since you are passed out and they can't actually arouse you normally, they're going to stick that spider over your penis. It is going to bite your penis, and then you are going to get an erection from that.
Damn, forced conception.
I will allow you to roll 1 constitution save to see if you can wake up in time before this happens. Okay, that's a 13. I'm going to roll against that for the braces of God. Well, that was a 2. So... Alright, so Kane, as they're putting the spider onto your junk, you wake up.
Oh no, what are you doing?
Oh, thank God he's awake. Put the spider away.
Why do you have a spider in the first place?
It gives you an erection that lasts for over 4 hours.
Oh shit! I might need that in my older days, but not now.
Okay, get the spider.
Hey!
Do you want the spider or do you not want the
I
spider?
don't
sir?
want a spider, please. I don't even know where I am.
You don't want a spider. Okay, I will roll for the graces of RN Jesus to see if this works out in the most painful way possible. So, no, but... Alright, so they put the spider back in the jar and put the jar back in the box. Now they're just going to have sex with you normally.
Woo! I get the pussy!
Alright, so I'm gonna have you roll Constitution twice because you have 2 whores.
Not good.
The first one is not good. Can you make a comeback?
Oh yeah, I can!
Oh! Okay! So, the first one you kind of had the jitters on, but the second one is when you hit your stride. The first woman is not really satisfied. She gets it. It's a paycheck. She's going to go clean up now. The second woman, however, I'm going to roll for her to see if she falls in love with you. I'm going to count that even though it hit the edge. That is a 16. That is anything above a 15 is an automatic follower. You have converted her, Kane.
That is a big W for Puu Puu Anu.
So that means that is 21 HP. All right, so now Velnos, you can sleep with your whore. So you're going to have to roll a Constitution
I'm
save.
not gonna waste this one because I rolled a nat 20 for strength.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. You rolled a nat 20. That's another one converted then.
It was
So
a 5
that's-
constitution.
So the strength, so you're a hard pounder, but unfortunately you are also a very...
A 2-pump chump.
she at least can tell that you tried, so she's okay with that.
Can I try again? I'm gonna pay her again to try again.
Roll the spider. There is the spider if you want to put it on your balls. There, every single one of the rooms in there has that little aphrodisiac box in it.
I want to go to whoever the owner of this place is.
That's the one that's downstairs.
That's what I'm already speaking to.
All right, so Kane, you're gonna go down and meet with Cham and talk with her. Velnos, what else are you gonna do upstairs?
I was gonna try again.
Okay, so you're not as rough as before, but you do go a bit longer. Again, you might have just gotten the first one out of your system a little bit, but once you're ready and raring to go, you're going a little bit better now. So she is a bit more pleased, and she's willing to take you up on your religion for a little bit. So you have successfully converted her. Anything above a 15 is a conversion. That's it. Are you going to stay up in the room, or are you going to go downstairs with Cham and Kane?
How high am I right now?
Because you rolled a 19 with the super meth, you are very high.
I'm
But you
going to
are
get
also
another
very functional.
Let me show you what the Bassum rock can do. Let's go get a room.
Oh, you're very upfront.
Yeah, that's what the religion does.
I mean, okay. Do you not want to go to your own church that's down the street?
No, those guys are losers.
All right, she goes with you. She's willing to get a room. This is an inn that you're in.
Don't cheap out on the room.
All right, fine. I'm gonna get the best room.
The best room is 20 gold a night.
Bam!
Okay, you take the best room. You go in. It has a heart-shaped bed and a mirror ceiling.
Oh my god! All right, he does the whole like Bruce Almighty.
You are now naked. Go to town. Roll me a Constitution save. Ow. Okay, you didn't do too well. She's not really all that satisfied. She kind of expects that out of a human, though.
All right, fuck. Bring out the spider.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you look in the bedside table and open the drawer, and there appears to be a little jar with a spider inside that says,
All right, little buddy.
that says ED medication.
All right, buddy, let's get to it.
Dear unholy God. All right, so you're gonna put that on your junk. You put the spider on your junk, and after a few moments, it sinks its teeth in at the base of your dick. Now, the venom is fairly fast acting, so there's going to be a lot of swelling down there. If you would like, you may also leave the spider there for multiple bites, but I wouldn't advise it.
Go big or go home. That's what I was taught. Yeah.
Okay,
man.
so here's what's going to happen. I'm going to roll a d10. That is going to determine how many inches your dick is going to grow. That is a 3, so you have 3 inches of length. I will then roll a d10 to figure out what the girth circumference is after the swelling is done. That is a 5, so you're getting so you're 1.5 timesing your dick, and you're also making it a little bit longer. Now the last one is going to add whatever I roll to both, because you allowed it to sting you 3 times in a row. That means 4 is going to be added to inches of your dick in addition to your circumference. You basically have a horse cock at the moment. This is not going to be pleasant for anybody involved, but it's going to happen.
Let's get to it, buddy.
what's going to happen with this is I'm going to have you roll an attack roll instead of rolling an actual Constitution save, because this is more akin to attacking somebody with a weapon. So here's what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give her her Constitution save. That is an 11. You went in the wrong hole. There was a loud scream. Nothing further was said. All right, so now that all of you have basically had sex until you passed out, Raka, what are you going to do?
Can I roll for conversion after every single betting?
Okay, you're going to convert her more. That will not get you more, however, it may get you somebody who's more devout. Remember, anything above a 15 is a conversion.
That was a 3.
That is not a conversion.
I'm rolling again.
Okay, I'm going to say for this, for every time you're re-rolling at this point, because your stamina is going to be slowly draining, and for every re-roll after this one is going to be -1.
That was a 6.
That you failed again, so that's a minus. So the next roll, if you choose to make it, will take a -1.
That was a 3.
Okay, with the -1 or without? Doesn't really.
Without.
Okay, so that's really a 2. So yeah, you fail there. Your next one's going to be a -2. What is it?
That was a 3. Okay, last one.
All right, here's the thing with the last one. It's going to be a -3, but if you fail it, you're going to pass out.
It was a 10.
With a -3, which means it's a 7. You fail, you fall on the bed, you pass out, you are asleep for the evening. You also may wake up groggy because you're probably severely dehydrated and just bathing in your own sweat at this point. Also, your hips are going to be killing you for the next 3 days.
Worth it.
All right, you're passed out, Kane is passed out, Cham is passed out. We're going to go to Raka. So, Raka, is there anything else you want to do, or you just want to bed down for the night and wait for all the debauchery to end?
Mike has got a great idea for more followers. Everyone, gather around and line up in front of these doors, for the Bassum is offering free whores to all his new followers.
I'm assuming you're bluffing. So I'm going to have you roll a bluff check for me to see how many people believe this. 17. All right, so that's going to pass. So basically you call in 17 people from the general area who believe you, and then immediately flood into the whorehouse and demand free hookers. Rocket, they're just going to flood into the building. Are you going to do anything about that or no?
All right, everybody, one at a time, follow me. And I'm going to lead them each to the doors that each of the gentlemen or each of the other scholars following me went into.
Okay, you get a very brief direction from the madam of the house of where they are, and you then go upstairs and point to the 2 rooms in which you tell the people to enter.
All right, pick a room, gentlemen.
There's 17 people. Sorry, before we do that, I'm going to roll to see what percentage of men and women are in this group. All of them except for 1 are men. I rolled a 16, so that means it's 16 men and 1 weird freaky chick. So I'm going to say the 1 freaky chick is going to go to... I'm going to roll a d4. So 1 and 2 will be... That will be Kane, and 3 and 4 will be Velnos. All right, it's Velnos, so they're going to go into... So the freaky chick is going to go into Velnos' room with 8 guys, and the other 8 guys are going to go into Kane's room. There are 2 whores in Kane's room. There's 1 whore in Velnos' room. Velnos, you are passed out. Kane, you are also passed out. There's going to be a lot of dicks going into horrible places. So they just immediately start having sex with everything in the room. And from the outside, Raka, I'm going to say you start hearing a lot of slapping noises, like flapping and slapping and things like that. And I'm going to roll for the 2 rooms to see how bad this gets for everybody involved. So the first room, which is the room with Kane in it, and the other 2 whores, that one is going to be the worst out of the 2 rooms. Veldos, there may have been a dick that smacked you a couple times in the face while you were unconscious, but you're never going to know. As for everybody else in the other room, we're going to see on a scale of 1 to 20 how bad the sodomy is. All right, 8. So it's not bad, but it's definitely not fun for most of the people involved, other than all the people doing dick stuff. So, Raka, you have severely... I think there's a lot of horrible things going on in both of those rooms based on what you're hearing. You also hear something that sounds like a farm animal, but you're not sure what it is.
Okay, so while all this is going on, now he's going to go down to wherever the madam is, give her 1,000 gold pieces, and then tell her that the Bassum has blessed her brothel.
You give her 1,000 gold pieces, you tell that to her, and she looks at you.
Oh, thank you, sir. We will give to the church. There's one actually right downtown. I don't see a lot of them these days.
That will be fine. Just make sure you pay your tithe and more blessings will come your way, my dear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you converted the whores. That's an extra 10. I'm going to say that that's the evening for you guys until the next day.